Imagine playing HBCU football and dreaming of being drafted by one of 32 NFL franchises during the 21 draft. No HBCU football players were selected. Joining us live from Jacksonville is former Florida A&M great, Black College Football Hall of Famer, and NFL Minnesota Vikings kicker, Mr. Greg Coleman. I hope you and the family are safe and sound. Greg, what are your thoughts on guys trying to enter the league and play on Sundays using free agency?
Well, I believe it or not, I believe that is more of an advantage than being drafted by a particular team, because most GMs and organizations will draft the best available player. But as a free agent, you have an opportunity. If you and your agent or your representative have done your homework, you can look to see what's the best situation for you as a free agent. So free agency is just what it means in the National Football League. That's something that we fought for many, many years, because free agency was a joke many years ago, back in the day when we were playing. But I think today, if a kid is smart coming out of HBCU and he doesn't get drafted, he can use those organizations that will fit, that will fit him best in his situation. So I think there's always an upside, even if you're not drafted.
Greg, let's pivot real quick. You actually played football with the Minnesota Vikings for years, and over the last few weeks we saw the decision handed down in the Chauvin case when we look at 38th in Chicago. And when you think about that particular episode and George Floyd and brutality and Mr. Wright, his life is gone now. What goes through your mind?
Well, it's unfortunate. I was actually in the Twin Cities when that verdict came down, and it was like a cloud that was lifted off the entire community because it has been heavy. I mean, there's National Guards on every corner, heavy police presence because of the unknown. But with that decision, let me say this, that decision was a verdict. It was not justice. There still needs to be police reform. There still needs to be some things. We're working with faith-based communities as well as law enforcement, NOBLE, National Organization of Black Law Enforcement Executives, and other organizations, really trying to find out what's best suited, for the community in law enforcement. Whatever reforms you make, you have to have the community involvement. So this talk, and I know people have been talking about defunding the police. No, they need to fund more, because there needs to be specialists to go out with these officers on a lot of cases, because mental illness, mental health is a huge part of a lot of the problems in our community.
All right, thank you, sir. There you have it from Greg Coleman. Coming up later on BNC Sports, more coverage on student athletes moving from HBCUs to professional football.